Hello everyone, this is Hero here and welcome to another KOF98 Ultimate Match Online video. Today's video topic, we are going to discuss another new fighter, which is yet to come for the global server, and the upcoming new formation that he's going to bring in. My last character introduction and last formation introduction video basically talks about 4 souls and Crazy Yori and Orochi Leona. So this time round I'm going to introduce in Igniz. Okay, Igniz. Why Igniz? Okay, because I feel that I need to introduce him properly so that you guys can do an informed decision on what type of formation you want to go for in the future. So let us talk about Igniz now. He is an API 14 fighter, meaning to say he's considered a boss character. His details. Okay, let me go back a bit. He's a gang character. Okay, he's a gang fighter. So being a gang fighter, his stats, okay, are normally a gang fighter stats is average, but Igniz is a little bit different. Okay, only some of his stats are average, like what? Critical power and block power. The rest are low, on the low side. Like anti-crit only less than 10%. Block, pierce break less than 10%. Critical is about 12%, but 12% is actually not very average also. His shiny point is basically the damage, 45.8, okay, with 46%. Resistance rate is high, 26%. So you guys may feel that why is Igniz stat details so weird? Okay, later I'll explain more, then you guys will understand why. Igniz is one of those gang fighters. I think he's the only one that does a lot of damage as a gang fighter. He can be on par with a DPS fighter, which is why his stats for damage is actually higher. His feature, his control resist. His first pick, Next Boss Team. Okay, Next Boss Team, you need Chrysalid, Zero, Igniz. All 3 bosses from the Nest team. KOF Tycoon, Igniz, Benimaru, Robert, Rugal. Ultimate Showdown, Igniz, K, Kula, Whip. So to unlock his fate is a little bit hard because the first fate need all 3 bosses. The third fate you need 3 bosses. Okay, Igniz, K, Kula. The last 3 fate is basically his weapon, Imitation Life Chain, Gale Badge, and Manatome. His soul, he is a space soul, meaning to say he is soulless. Okay, but that doesn't mean his soul doesn't have any abilities. He has recover 180 reach each round, each fight soul level plus 150 attack. Okay, meaning to say this is a level 20. At level 20, each fight soul level gives him plus 150 attack. I don't think it says it correctly, but it's supposed to say at level 20, this fight soul gives him additional plus 150 attack instead of each fight soul level, because this number actually grew when this skill levels up. So this is 180 reach each round. Each round you will cover a bit of reach. Later when we go through his skill, then you guys will know how this soul changes. Okay, this is his passive. Okay, give me a minute. Let me turn off his gates first. Okay, so you guys will understand. Okay, his passive, the Keeper, increase their own block rate for 2 rounds. Okay, first 2 rounds will increase own block rate. Randomly remove debuff from an ally each round frozen, paralysis, stun, soul, silence, soul burning. These are the debuffs that Igniz can remove. Okay, mainly the tier 1 debuffs. The tier 1 crowd control buff debuffs. Okay, these are considered tier 1. Where Igniz is deployed, if your team has more than 2 certain type of fight soul, will increase fight soul effects, and all allies, excluding himself, will get increased block for 2 rounds. Okay, there's a few parts. Basically, this passive lasts for 2 rounds when he comes in, but his remove debuff skill doesn't last for 2 rounds. It lasts throughout the game as long as he's alive. Okay, so you guys get this part now. So what are the which are the part that last 2 rounds? Basically, is this below part here. Increase own block rate and increase all allies block rate. This passive, this buff here, this block rate buff here, okay, lasts for 2 rounds. After that, no more, but he will still continue to remove debuff. All this debuff: frozen, paralysis, stun, silence, soul burning. Okay, so with this out of the way, let me go in detail. This debuff, okay, Igniz as a debuffer compared to Genesis. Okay, let me go to Genesis. If you guys remember, okay, Genesis, where he ultimates, okay, he will clear allies debuff. Where he ultimates, the key point is when he ultimates, when Genesis ultimate, he will clear all allies debuff, or your whole team. But the con of this is he has to ultimate. If Genesis himself gets control and he cannot ultimate, then he cannot clear debuff. Igniz is different. Igniz, even if he himself gets control, if he himself gets frozen, paralyzed, stunned, silent, soul burning, okay, he can still remove debuff. Okay, either for his teammates or for himself, because his remove debuff skill doesn't need him to use any skill ultimate. It's a passive. This passive will always trigger. Okay, so this is why a lot of players now put Igniz in their main team as a debuffer instead of Genesis. Okay, the third part: if your team has more than 2 of a certain type of fight soul, which means that if your team has 3 tortoise soul fighter, okay, you will, with Igniz in your team, okay, you will start to do Genesis formation. Okay, you will start to do Genesis formation. Means Genesis turtle Genesis formation. If your team has more than 3 wild bear soul, you, with Igniz in your team, you will be doing wild bear soul Genesis formation, followed by tiger Genesis formation and snake Genesis formation. What is Genesis formation? Okay, later I'll explain to you guys a little bit detail. Okay, so basically, when your team has more than 2 types of fight soul, will increase fight soul effects and all allies. Okay, what is fight soul effect? Basically, is this block rate. Okay, basically what this first part is, this block rate, meaning to say your whole team, okay, will get this 47.75% block rate. Okay, this is level 86. Okay, let's put it at 50%. Okay, Igniz himself and your whole team will get additional block rate of 50%. This is why when you're up against a Genesis formation, you will realize that why your opponent's team always keeps blocking, because of this passive. Okay, for the first 2 rounds, this passive will be in effect, and your opponent teams will keep blocking, okay, and will take very little damage. After that, they will, when they counter attack with the ultimates, your team will get a lot of damage. So this is why Genesis formation is very powerful, because of this block. Okay. On top of that, let's say your team has more than 3 of the same fight soul. Let's say you have 3 tortoise soul fighters in your team. Igniz himself, his fight soul will become a tortoise soul. Okay, if your team has more than 3 tiger soul fighters in your team with Igniz inside, Igniz soul will become a tiger soul. So what do I mean by Igniz will become a tiger soul or tortoise soul or snake soul or wild bear soul? When he becomes that soul, he will gain the effect of that soul. Which means that if Igniz is a tortoise soul, because you have more than you have 3 tortoise soul fighters in your team, you are doing a Genesis tortoise soul formation. And when Igniz himself becomes a tortoise soul, when he gets hit, he will gain rage because he is a tortoise soul. If he's doing Genesis tiger, when your teammates die or opponent fighters goes down, he will gain rage. Okay, same thing. If you are doing a Genesis wild bear soul, when Igniz is holding a wild bear soul, first round ultimate, he can ultimate. First round at the start, he can ultimate. Lastly, your snake soul formation, Genesis snake soul formation. Igniz will become a snake soul. When he attacks, he will gain rage. Okay, this is what I mean Genesis formation. Okay, his skill, okay, sanctuary blockade. Okay, Igniz moves quickly, cutting through the enemy like a blade. If own rage is above 50%, okay, if Igniz's own rage is above 50%, this skill will deal additional 70% damage to target. If his own rage is less than 50%, he will instead absorb 150 rage from the target. He will steal the rage, okay, from the target. So above 50%, the skill will deal additional 70% damage. If less than 50%, he will absorb 150 rage instead. This is a very painful skill. Okay, if his rate is above 50%. This is why sometimes you see me play pick battle. Okay, when Igniz uses his skill, most of the time the fighter will have, the opponent fighter will have already been dead, because it's very damaging. Okay, his ultimate, Blade of Light, after awakening a weapon, okay, attacks the color enemies. Okay, the first 2, reducing the target's attack by 10% and reducing damage for 3 rounds. Okay, wrong. I repeat again. Okay. Yeah, correct, for 3 rounds. Sorry, I got a little bit confused right now, because there's another 3 round mechanics in his ultimate. Okay, I repeat again. His ultimate attacks the color enemies, reducing the target's attack by 10% and reducing their damage. Okay, for 3 rounds. Igniz, okay, and Geese in God mode, okay, in Avatar mode, which means that when Geese is in after the ultimate, it becomes bigger size. Okay, it's immune to this ultimate. Okay, it's immune to this ultimate. Affected targets will receive 35% additional damage. Okay, that means their resistance will go down, while also increase allies 30% control free. Okay, your whole team will get this 30% control free buff. Your whole team won't get the buff easily. If Igniz has been deployed for more than 3 rounds, okay, which means the 4th round onwards, every time Igniz ultimates, he will reduce attack and increase damage received buff to all enemies. To all enemies. Okay, how do you tell? Okay, every time when Igniz ultimates and hit someone, the affected fighter will become smaller. Okay, but after 3 rounds, we need to say the 4th round onwards, after Igniz is being deployed, when ultimates, the whole opponent team will become small. Okay, will become smaller in size and will get affected by this debuff. Okay, will get affected by this debuff. So this is Igniz ultimate. Let me go on and turn on his gates, because his gates is a bit different. Okay, look, his gates. Let me turn it on first. Okay, let us go through his gates. Max, the keeper. Okay, what are the changes? Basically, not much. The changes below is the addition is below here. Will also gain additional effect depending on where Igniz is deployed in the formation. If he is deployed in the front, okay, your whole team will gain 12 additional 12% block rate and block. 12% additional. Okay, now it's 57.75%. Just now was 45%, now additional 12%. Okay, if Igniz is deployed in the rear, your whole team will gain 12% critical rate and crit rate. Additional 12% critical rate and crit rate. So you guys can see Igniz second gate is actually quite powerful. It's actually quite powerful. Okay. His skill. Okay, his skill. If own rage is above 30%, will deal additional 70% damage to target. Just now was 50%, but now it's 30% only. Okay, so lesser cut off rage. Okay, then you can deal even higher damage. If his own rage is less than 60%, he will absorb 150 rage from the target. Look, they raised this higher. Initially was just 50%. So you guys can see something, which means that in between 30 to 60%, if Igniz rage is in between 30 and 60%, he can do both. He can do additional 70% damage, on top of that will steal 150 rage for his target. So Igniz 4th gate is actually quite powerful also. Okay, it's actually quite powerful also. Okay, 6th gate, okay, for Igniz has already been opened. Okay, so I can go through with you guys. 6th gate, S-Max, his ultimate name will change, will become Universe of Reason. Okay, this is a bit different. It's at the bottom here. Okay, when switching to Universe of Reason to attack all enemies, the fewer the enemies, the higher the damage, and will also shrink target, causing them to receive additional 30% damage while increase own team 35% anti-control rate. Igniz will also receive 30% of all enemies fight soul effects. Okay, what does it mean? I'm sure some of you has already watched and seen Igniz 6th gate ultimate. When he ultimate, he will create a huge spear. Okay, it's like a very huge black ball. Then everyone will get sucked into it. Okay, and then it will do huge amount of damage to the whole team. Okay, that is his 6th gate ultimate. Okay, so this ultimate not only gives them the debuff, increase your own team resist anti-control rate, but the main thing is to receive 30% of all enemies fight soul effects. So that's why after Igniz when ultimates, he will become bigger in size, and he will receive all the enemies fight soul effects. If I'm not wrong, this last sentence, which means that he will receive a bit, no matter what fight soul opponents has, he will have some of those effects like Tortoise Soul or Tiger Soul and things like that. Igniz 6th gate ultimate is very powerful. Okay, it's very powerful. So Igniz, you guys can see, okay, Igniz is a very good character. The next question is, should I get Igniz? Remember, if you are doing a Genesis formation team, if you are doing a Genesis formation team, you must have Igniz. I repeat again, if you are doing Genesis formation, you must have Igniz. Igniz is a counter, okay? Igniz with Genesis formation is a counter to 4 souls formation, which is why right now, okay, the top 10 players, okay, almost all of them are running Genesis formation, okay, almost all of them. Look, all these is all Genesis formation. This is Snake Soul Genesis formation. This is also Snake Soul Genesis formation. Okay, look, Genesis Soul formation, all of them, except for this guy. This is he's still 4 souls. Okay, other than that, everyone else is on Genesis Soul formation. Previously, before Igniz came out, the dominating formation was 4 souls, but now it's Genesis. Okay, so if you are one of those players who decided to skip 4 souls and wants to go straight into Genesis, then you will have to be prepared and bear with the inconvenience, okay, of losing arena. Okay, you will drop until very far back down into the ranks. It's natural, because right now in the moment for the global side, 4 souls is dominating. Last time it used to be Wild Bear Soul, but now it will be 4 Soul. But not to worry, once Igniz comes, you get up your Genesis formation, then you will go back up ranks in the arena, and you can go back up very quickly. Okay, so this is just a character introduction for Igniz. I will do additional videos, okay, for Tiger Soul Genesis formation and Snake Soul Genesis formation to further explain what are the difference between all these special different types of souls for the Genesis formation. What are the pros and cons? Why are they different from each other? Okay, I'll touch them. I'll touch on these formations when time to come. Okay, so not to worry guys, all this will come. So right now, today is just the character introduction for Igniz. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.